All right, we starting with Dr. Brain.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Synopsis.
I didn't even get to see how you were, man. I was wondering how your week was on that. You know what I mean?
Oh, you care?
Yeah, man.
You ain't care about
man.
that shit, man. Well, my week's been pretty hectic, to be honest. I've been up and down from yard to London, meetings, working. You know what I must
busy
say, yeah?
man.
But you know what I must say, yeah? Do you know what is fire? Yeah. Do you know one thing, yeah, that has come from this whole COVID lockdown thing that is absolutely fire?
What's that?
Zoom meetings.
Oh, you like? A lot of people don't like Zoom
I don't give a
meetings,
shit what they say, bro. Zoom meetings, bro. From time I could do like. First of all, like I know Zoom was a thing before,
Yeah,
but not for me. I didn't really know.
You weren't
too
really
tough.
into the
I
Zoom
wasn't
life.
really a Zoom man. But you get me. During that whole lockdown thing, the Zoom meetings be lovely,
just banging them out.
lovely. You get me.
Okay,
Good
look,
things.
I'm good with Zooms. I know a lot of people don't like them, but
I like them.
I'd rather do them.
Yeah, I like them. Rather than no face.
Yeah,
Like, if
yeah,
you can't do face to face,
Yeah.
Zoom's the next best thing.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
What about you? How's your week been?
You know what? Funny enough, as you mentioned the word Zoom, so got a little upgrade, new little phone and that.
Because
Yeah,
you needed
man.
that.
I didn't need it, but you get me. It's
you're one of the
appreciated.
man-
I didn't
you're one-
need it.
you're one of the
I
man
didn't need it,
that-
bro. I
that needed
appreciate
a
it.
phone.
Yeah,
Like, that
I
needed
didn't
one.
need it, bro. Could you call me?
Huh?
Did I message back?
Yeah,
Like,
but
what's
bare
going on
times
there?
we'd had issues and you just be like, oh, let's not lie. How many
Alright,
times
yeah,
has
alright,
the
cool.
reason for a problem been,
Alright,
my phone?
Yeah, I had a few hiccups. You get me? Everyone has hiccups. You get me?
Okay.
Everyone had hiccups. You get me? I was just going through a little moment.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm got the new phone. Boom, boom, boom. You know when you're just doing the long thing of going through the phone, customizing it. Boom, boom, boom. So I was flicking through, and then as I'm flicking through the settings, and I come across two features I've never really paid attention to, or I've never noticed, or wasn't on my old phone.
like
period. So one of the features was Zoom. It was a zoom feature where if you press zoom, it would zoom into a particular something, yeah?
Because you got bad eyes.
I don't have bad eyes, and I definitely don't have that bad eyes where I need it to zoom in on only the 8, 4, 6, and 2, you get me, of my keypad and shit, yeah? So anyway, I end up pressing zoom, right? And then randomly, as I press that, the phone zooms in, and I'm like, all right, cool, that's a whack feature. Why would I need to do that? And I accidentally locked my phone.
Oh, no.
Yeah, exactly. And so my phone was zoomed in on the lock screen, but I couldn't.
You couldn't work it out.
And I hadn't done my face recognition yet, bro. So man couldn't unlock the phone, bro. For about 5 minutes, bro. I was there thinking, bro, like, how am I going to unlock the phone? Like, it was like 10 o'clock in the night. Like, I'm going to have to wait tomorrow to go Apple and whatever. And I was like, this is some bullshit. This is a bullshit feature. Like, why is it still zoomed in while the phone's locked? When would I ever need this phone to be zoomed in on a locked screen?
Yeah.
Bro, it was retarded, bro. I ended up going on YouTube to ask, how do I unlock a zoomed in phone? Bro, I ended up doing it. You got to, like, crawl back the drag thing. Yeah. Bro, it was a mad thing, bro. It was the worst thing.
Crawl back the
Bro, man there trying to swipe. You hear me? Like that, swiping, trying to drag it off. You hear me? Trying to turn the phone off because you got to turn it off.
Okay.
So I'm trying to turn it off. Took me about 5 minutes to turn it off, and switched it back on. It was back to normal. Went straight to settings, turned off the zoom feature, and I thought, what a dickhead feature. But yeah, man, that's exciting.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah, it was stress. I was 15 minutes of panic, just thinking, what the fuck? You hear me? Mad.
Yeah, that sounded crazy still.
Yeah, man, got me hot still. Like yesterday, I was hot. I all ended up calling the emergency, like, feds and that. Yeah, me, it's like, hello, emergency call. I was like, yo, I'm sorry, I'm having problems with my phone. I swear
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Because if you double click the thing.
Oh, no, you did not, bruv. Oh, my, you phoned the emergency service?
And I couldn't lock off because it was zoomed in.
God.
They was like, are you going to need me to hang out? I was like, yes, please. Yes, sorry about this. You hear me?
Oh, my
bro, I was
God.
like, some bullshit, bro.
Oh,
some
my
bullshit.
God.
It was like 15 minutes of pure catastrophe.
And meanwhile, someone's half dead on the side of the road begging for an ambulance and you're there fucking around with Apple and Zoom. Fucking hell, bro.
Yo, it was a madness, bro.
Wild.
It was mad. It was getting me hot. It's getting me hot now thinking about it.
Yeah, that is a madness. You
But
know
yeah.
when one thing starts, then it
Bro,
topples
just-
onto the next.
That's what it was.
And then man's just wishing that he stayed with his own.
Yeah, I was like, I wish I never pressed Zoom. Like, that's what the fuck.
Okay, fine. Dr. Brain, synopsis. How are we doing this?
I don't even know, you know.
Cool. Brilliant brain brilliant.
You even give me a chance to think. But I don't know anything. I don't know. And I'm not going to say do it.
That's what I'm saying. When it comes to these things, man can say is I'll do it in Korean. And I'm not doing it in Korean, bro. That ain't happening. Not yet. Not on episode 58. Brilliant brain scientist Saewon Lee Sun-kyun suffers a horrific personal tragedy. Desperate to uncover what happened to his family, he conducts brain syncs with the dead to access their memories for clues. What I'd just like to point out is the distance from me and the laptop and the ability that I had to read it. What that means is I am wearing the correct spectacles for the job. If you're this distance away from the laptop and you cannot read it, that means you're either wearing the wrong spectacles.
That's wrong.
That's wrong. Sir, can I finish?
Wrong. You're right.
Finish?
But you're giving away wrong facts.
Or you need spectacles.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
Yeah?
That's wrong. When's the last time you done an eyes test, bro?
Like about 2 months ago.
Yeah. Such a
Do you know
loser,
why?
man.
Do you know why I did it though? Do you know why I did it? Do you know why I did it?
Why?
Because I'd be looking at my laptop from here and I couldn't see it properly.
Bro, when they're doing the test, and they got the words up on the screen on the piece of paper and you're standing a distance. One, it never gets that small from the distance. Like the distance ratio and the size of the font doesn't equate to how you would test your eyes, bro. So don't give me that bullshit. Like, it's not that. It would never be that small from that distance away for you to test it, bro. And you're only acting big and bad because you got...
You're chatting shit.
Why?
No, I know you're chatting shit because it definitely is that small from all the way over there.
It ain't, man.
It is, bro.
I mean,
like,
I
you
ain't
can't
done one
even
for a
make
while.
out the bottom screen.
You can't make it out. That's why you got those.
Neither can you,
I
bro.
can make it out. That's why.
Stop off your desk.
You know what? I'm going. You know what? I'm going. I'm going to get my eyes tested.
All right, go
you
get
have to
your
pay.
eyes tested.
Is that shit free?
You ain't been in time. I know you ain't been in time, blood. You ain't been in time. Since like you got free in high school. Man said to you have to pay.
Like that's the only time man's ever like those, I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe if you got like some optical express vouchers or something. Yeah, you get something in the back of the sun. I don't know.
Like, you just go doctors and shit. Like getting your height measured and weight and shit. I don't know. I don't know, man. Mad. I'm going though. I'm gonna Google it.
Well, where you going? Where you gonna go? You gotta get your height done. You get injections. You get a doctor, dentist. Where you going? Where you going?
I'm going.
You going? Yeah.
Opticians, don't take me for a dickhead. I'm going. But yeah, I thought that was just like free consultation. I don't know. You gotta pay for that. Is that like a score or something?
Yeah, I think it's like 25 or something like that.
It's a bit much. I said a score.
Yeah, it's crazy when you want to pay so that your eyesight is okay.
I'm not. I'm just testing it. Like, I could do it my fucking self, bro. I'm sure you can buy the board on eBay or Amazon.
You have.
Be there in my drum just for free, nigga. All right, man.
Damn. All right, Dr. Brain. Did you know that this started off as a webtoon?
Nah.
Yeah, it started off as a webtoon, and then it picked up a webtoon. Yeah, so that's what they called it. I'm just assuming
it's animation. But yeah, no, I thought it sounded like, but I'm just surprised it
picked up a lot of traction in Korea. And it was picked up by Apple, who said, "Yeah, we want to buy this," and they picked out Jae-woon Kim as the person who they wanted to direct it. Yeah, who is actually the director of Parasite as well. Do you know the Korea movie that won the Oscar? So
there's a lot of things behind this as to why.
Yeah, and on top of that as well, I'm not too sure. I don't know. I don't want to put too much. Sorry, I don't want to put too much onus on the Squid Game phenomenon. But I feel like
it did propel.
After that, a lot of things have been happening.
A lot of things got greenlighted after that.
A lot, because we've got Pachinko as well. That's the one. Did you start watching that? No. Pachinko as well, which is on Apple, because Apple have a lot of Korean content coming now. So like I said, Pachinko is one of them. We got Slow Horses, we got Masters of Air, Echo Free, Apolko, the Essex Serpent.
Hold on, wait, they're not all Korean.
They all have an element of So they got a Korean director, or they got a Korean or something like that. Yeah, so they're not all Korean, but they've all got like some sort of element of.
It's interesting, because a few years ago, a friend of mine was telling me, that this was actually going to happen. He was saying that, so just that side of the world, in terms of like, because what was happening, a lot of their stories were getting taken from American writers and producers or whatever not, and then adapted in an American film or whatever not. But what was starting to happen is their actors are starting to get a lot bigger, their films are starting to get a lot more attention, their series, and I think like we said, just like Squid Game kind of tippled it over. But a few years ago, he was telling me this, he said he reckons eventually like that's going to swing and it's going to stop Koreans and that side of the world selling all their material to the Americans and just make the material themselves, and they're gonna build up, and that's literally what's happening now. But they've got to a point now where you don't have to many years before you would have seen Dr. Brain, but it would have been an American adaptation, but the original story would have been Korean. Just like how they did Old Boy.
Yeah.
You get me?
Which was terrible.
Terrible. But they've been doing that. It's just that we didn't know they were Korean stories or original boom, boom, boom. And like, it's funny that it's happening now, because he did mention this like a few years ago, and that's what's happening now.
Even
you're starting to see.
Hunger Games. But that was Japanese.
Battle Royale.
Yeah.
Banging film.
Yeah. But
Banging.
They to this day, I still think that they say it's not the.
Bro, it is.
It definitely
if you've seen Battle Royale,
it definitely is.
Even at the time when Hunger Games came out, I knew exactly what it was.
It definitely
I said, this is Battle Royale.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
But just know, just know what it is.
So this one stars Sun Kyun Lee, who also was in Parasite. He's the main guy. He's the dad, say one. Then we've got Hee Sun Park. He plays the private investigator.
Yeah.
He's from Know My Name. Have you seen that on Netflix? It's a show on Netflix.
Yeah, it's newish.
Yeah.
I know
Know My
exactly
Name.
what it is.
And then you've got Jun Yun, and he's known for voiceovers. So anime voiceovers. So he's done Genshin and Brawlhalla as well.
I haven't heard neither.
Yeah, well, they're not massive. Genshin's kind of big, but Brawlhalla isn't huge. But that's about it on the background. Also, A Tale of Two Sisters. Have you seen that?
No.
That is that's dope, because he didn't direct Parasite.
What did he direct, sir?
Yeah, he didn't direct Parasite. He directed A Tale of Two Sisters and I Saw the Devil.
Okay.
That's what he directed, not Parasite. The main character was in Parasite. And the director directed A Tale of Two Sisters
and I Saw the Devil.
Which is obviously one of the best movies I think I've ever seen. Okay, Dr. Brain. Like I said, I saw this had been commissioned by Apple months and months back. I hadn't seen the animation. I hadn't heard of it, but I saw that Apple was commissioning a Korean thing called Dr. Brain, and I read the synopsis and I was like, yo, this sounds like sick. And when it comes to like Korean cinema and movies, I'm like, right, they could probably do something dope with this. So it started. I was super interested in how we was like syncing with the brain and what they was trying to do, and because they started off with the mice.
Well, when you say when it started, because I feel like that wasn't all in episode 1. So you're talking about the first 3 episodes.
No, but the mice thing was the mice. Thing was, So I was because it's not really explained what they're trying to do in the first episode. You just see 2 mice and there's something on their head and this, that, blah blah blah. So
wait, wasn't the first episode more about like he was a little boy? Like it was more about him.
Like, oh shit! Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So that must have been in the second episode. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. So okay, cool. Sorry, let me retract that. So again, I was still excited in the first episode because of the way it kind of pans out. Yeah. Because you find out that he's like super smart. There's something going on in his brain, and this,
and
that,
then a mad one happens, and
the mad thing happens.
Yeah, that's what got
and
me
how
intrigued.
he reacts to the mad thing as well is just
that's what got me intrigued. That's how I was thinking. I thought that was the first.
You're correct. Yeah, so that's what it happened, and then after that. When he grows up and he's the doctor, and then you see what he's trying to do with this, that, and blah blah blah. So I was like, right, cool, you get me. Then after it's kind of explained what he's trying to do with this, that, blah blah blah. It got very weird for a couple episodes. Very, very weird. And there's one thing in this that I'm never gonna forgive. Yeah, and it's to do with a cat. I'm never gonna forgive this show.
You said
for doing.
Hold on, wait. It wasn't this one moment. You're talking about that in particular.
I'm talking about the
happening.
whole thing.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the whole thing.
Yeah, because I was thinking
cat.
that didn't just happen one time.
No, I will never forgive them.
Yeah,
for this because they could have done that so much better.
Well, kind of explain what you're talking about, because it's not really a spoiler. We can kind of explain in terms of it's a guy that is trying to find out information by
syncing with people's brains.
Yeah.
So when they're dead, he can connect his brain to their brain, and he can kind of take on their memories and this, that, etc., etc., etc. But on top of taking on their memories, he kind of takes on their mannerisms and stuff like that.
Yeah,
which was that's kind of a spoiler, because that was a cool revelation when I found that out though.
What?
That it takes on their takes on their mannerisms.
Yeah,
as well.
but it is and it ain't, because
I didn't know that. It was only because you start noticing with the left hand and stuff like that, because he's right-handed, then all of a sudden he's left-handed.
You know what's weird? Because I kind of noticed it instantly.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, like when it happened, when he was the guy, and like what you're saying with the hands or whatever, I kind of figured that.
All
and
right.
he kind of explains it quite early in terms of writing it on.
It's not massive.
Yeah.
But anyway, there's something that going on with a cat. That is, I think that part, I couldn't really come back from it. I couldn't really.
What, the first time it happened, sort of?
No, as it kept getting worse.
Yeah. Because the first time it was cool. Okay, cool.
But the first time it happened, it pissed me off, because what they could have easily done is install that mannerism, what was happening, in someone else as like a martial artist. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It didn't, you didn't have to do it like that, because that would have made more sense. This don't make sense.
Yeah, it would never make sense. That could never happen.
But there's no cat like that, right? I know, bro.
Yeah, but even if you was you can't just now, yeah.
Like you're still human. You're still human, bro. You're not now a cat.
Yeah, I know, it was. Yeah, all right, but go on.
And then anyway, so as we progress, the story progressed, because it kind of you thought it was one thing. The story kind of goes along the whole brain switching.
Yeah.
And then it kind of goes a different way.
Yeah, it develops a story and then kind of just
left.
targets on that.
Yeah, and then so I kind of went with that story. I was like, okay, cool. And then another thing I won't forgive is the ending. The ending of this, when people start having, that's what I'm saying, people are now different. Apparently now people are different now, if you understand what I'm saying. There was just, and it weren't explained. It's just, them could do things all of a sudden, and it was just not explained how they could do that now.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean?
I don't know specifically what you're talking about in terms of they can do things.
They could, so when they was sinking,
Yeah.
all of a sudden they can do the madness now as they're sinking.
What madness? I don't know specifically.
When they was on the grass at the end.
Oh, yes.
So all of a sudden,
all of
a sudden the man them can do stuff randomly, but that was never explained. We've never seen it.
Because
never explained.
It's like they were in somewhere else, and it's like, but hold on, when you were doing it before, you wasn't
never
in
happened.
somewhere else.
It's just, yeah. In essence, this was a really, really, really good idea. It had real potential to do something really spectacular for me, because I think there's so much levels to this story that they could have went, but ultimately they kind of just failed. It just kind of trailed off. And
well, like you, the first episode had me. It had me for obvious reasons. Obviously, when you find out where Izzy has in terms of him kind of being a genius, but he's kind of socially awkward. There's a scene that happens, and his reaction to it is like, oh, okay, boom. I wonder where this is gonna go now. I had heard about this a little while ago. I had seen it floating around. As we keep saying about Apple content, it's like they do very little for promo, but they still do enough promo where you've seen it, but you just haven't really paid it much attention because it's not drilled in your head, sort of thing. So I knew about the Dr. Brain thing, and honestly, when I saw it and I had saw little images and clips, I thought it was gonna be a complete different thing to where it was. Like I thought like it was gonna be a lot more, and I say this a lot, and it kind of makes out like I'm this way inclined, but I'm not. But I actually thought it was gonna be a bit more darker. I thought like him doing the brain syncing was going to be a lot more of an evil thing, like especially because of the way the cover is, the name Dr. Brain. I thought it was I thought I saw Dr. Evil. You know, when I saw Dr. Brain, I thought, oh, he's gonna be like this is like an evil guy that's going around syncing his brain with other people and whatever he's doing, and it so wasn't that. So but from the first episode, it still gave me that vibes. Yeah. So I was still with it, sort of thing.
But it could have been that.
Yeah,
and still could have went this. Yeah, and it could have been.
Like he could have been doing it on a more sinister vibes,
but still trying to complete his mission.
Yeah, 100%. Episode 2, I was still kind of intrigued, but I feel like the ending of episode 2, start of episode 3 is where it started to decline for me. I got bored of this really quickly. There was a lot of questionable things happening. The acting was I didn't like the acting at all. Yeah,
I think you don't like that side acting, because that's not the first time you said. It's not the first time you said you didn't like the acting.
Yeah, it just seems so. It's very wooden, very emotionless, and I know it was kind of supposed to be because he was that character, but not everyone else was. Like, for instance, you know who was really, just who I didn't like was the female cop.
Yeah, she was dead.
Yeah,
like, she was dead. I'll give you that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Dead. But I kind of got that from other people, and like, so the guy that was the other scientist guy that was licking his ass and boom, boom, boom. He was just a weird. He was a weird character. I just didn't really like his character. You know what it is? Maybe you are right. Maybe I don't like that style, because what I got from this was very dry, moody. It gave me like an autumn, fall kind of feel, which it just like it was just very one tone. It was very grey. It was and then like you said, the story was all over the place. So it was like it was hard for me to pay this any real attention. Like they wasn't doing enough to keep me in it. And like the storyline was okay, but it was like you said, it started to get a bit fugazi. Like it weren't really making too much sense. They kept doing something different every time he was sinking. It could have been like if they just kept it a little bit more simple with the mannerisms, with the left hand, boom, 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 and then maybe he remembered certain things that triggered other things. But then when he started to become almost superhuman, you hear me? Bro. It started to get a bit like, what are we doing here?
But this is why it's annoying, and like I feel kind of hypocritical sitting here with no like very little director experience and very little film like knowledge and this that, but in terms of like being on set or whatever, but I just don't understand some decisions that people make. Like who read this, saw that cat thing and thought, yeah, that bangs.
It's a go. It's
like who read that? It doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Like it don't make no sense, and it could have been done in such a better way. Like, and even dark, how you said, it could have been a case of right, the two guys, the two guys that were going around. He knows that them man are bad man. Yeah. So now he knows, right, if I'm going to go up against them, I need to become a bad man. So he like
I saw the devil type vibe.
Yeah, so then he's like, right, let me find a bad man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do what I got to do to the bad man. Sync with the bad man. Now I'm a bad man. You get me? And then now we can kind of
because even in saying that, yeah, like it got to a point where I was like, wait, are you a Fed or not? Because the way he was calling shots and just maneuvering about, I was like, this don't even make too much sense. And that's what I'm saying. He could have, if he was more sinister about it, it would have made sense, because man would have been on a mercenary, rebellious kind of thing. But it wasn't that. And it was like, this. And to top it off, man, it was all subtitled, and I'm just here, just like, yo, this is killing me. Like this was like by the time it got to like episode 4 or 5. I was done with this.
A subtitled bad movie is a killer,
bro.
It's hard.
I'm done. That was. I felt like that was your last kudo for a while.
You're on your phone and then you're looking up and you're like, right, I don't even know.
It was quite bad. It was quite bad.
It weren't good.
It was quite bad.
This should have been so much better, especially with who they had involved in it. Do you know what I mean? Like the
and
director
it's true, like you said at the end, how was that? It was like they almost went inside of his head, but yet the whole film leading up to, not one time was that a thing. You get me? In fact, you had characters that you thought was in your head outside, if you get what I'm saying. Like, oh, bro, this was confusing. Yeah. No, I didn't like it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know why I'm trying to shoot it some bail. I didn't like it. Nah, it's a not. It's a definite not.
I'm upset.
It's a definite
I'm upset that I have to agree with you. This is
a definite
not. Like, I found it. I got bored.
Like super bored,
and I was just like, I want to get to the end of this so I can carry on. Do you know? Usually, if I'm watching, because subtitles my shit. I like those. I feel like subtitled movies, not necessarily subtitled movies, but foreign movies. I feel like their stories, the way that they portray the stories, the type of stories that they have are so much better than what we get in America, at least, because Britain has some great stories as well, some great storytelling and some great directing. But I think it's much better than American stuff, which we are thrown down our throats.
100%. It's because they don't have to do the template bullshit. They don't have to do the template love story. This superhero ending where, oh, I'm gonna come and save you, Jane. It's like they don't do that bullshit. So that's what gives it a lot more substance.
It's original stories, which is what I like. And it pains me to say that I was really excited for this one, and it let me down big time, man.
This was bad.
This is a definite not from me, and I know my subtitle card has been revoked for a while. So.
I'm not gonna lie to you, but
I'm gonna hold out on the subtitle.
But that was tough.
Let me down. This one was supposed to be do you know what, man? After Zush watch this, man, he gonna be like, yeah, man, let's jump on the subtitle.
This was tough, boy.
This was dead.
It was tough.
All right.
What pissed me off is because man had to get the 3 months trial on Apple team to watch the last 3 episodes, bro. And then,
but that's your dead app. That's your dead thing, bro. You're dead bigging it up, bro. You don't even have everything on there.
What?
Your fire stick.
Yeah, it's on there. You get me? But it just wasn't coming up with the subtitle version. And I actually thought but it was so deep. I think it was like episode 4.
Yeah. By
that point, I was kind of done with it, and I was willing to watch it without just get the wave. You hear me? Just go with the vibes. It's like okay. Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought, fuck it, let me do it. And
that's by.
And shall I tell you what tops that off? What? Even worse.
What?
The last episode. Like I think I must have watched the first. I think I watched episode 4 and 5.
Is it long?
Yeah, it's longer. It's like another 20 minutes or something.
Yeah.
I watched episode 4 and 5, and then the next day, I watched episode 6, and then when I jumped on, a little fucking description on the Apple thing comes on and says, rare, this is in the original audio, boom, 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 but if you would like to watch it in another audio, blah, blah, you can do so.
Yeah. Oh, so they actually have English.
So I watched this whole first 5 episodes in subtitles.
No. So it's actually
to realize I could have watched it dubbed. Bro.
Oh no,
bro, I was vexed.
Oh shit!
Bro.
Do you know what? Yeah, I knew that actually.
Oh, did you?
No, stop.
Bullshit,
bro.
No,
do you know when I found? But it's only on Apple. And do you know when I found it? Do you know when I found that out? Yeah, it's because. I was trying, because when I was watching it, the subtitles weren't coming up. So I clicked on the thing and went to English, but then it started speaking in English. And I was like, whoa, what's happened? Whoa. So then I clicked on the thing at the bottom, but it's in Korean and Japanese. And then when I was listening to them, I this is so sad, but I was so excited. I was so proud of myself, I was watching it and I was like, hold on a minute, this isn't Korean. This is Japanese. I was like, I know some of these words. So when I clicked on it, I was like, I go, babe, guess what? I said, guess what? I said, listen to this, I was like, can you tell this isn't Korean?
You know
I was so sad. I was so excited, bro. I was like, oh my God, it's Japanese. I can hear it. It's Japanese. She goes, oh yeah, that sounds like your anime.
Super geeked out moments that no one don't give a flying rat's ass about.
So excited, bro. So, oh my God.
Man said that like man's fully about to start watching in Japanese now.
I could hear it,
and
bro.
understand.
I was like, this ain't Korean. This is Japanese.
Yeah, I would never know the difference.